Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. Today I'm going to do the first video in a series of videos for beginning archery hunters, for beginning bow hunters. The other video I did for beginning archers was pretty successful. I got a lot of good comments on that, good feedback, which I really like. So I want to follow up with that with beginning bow hunter tips. And I've done this video 2 or 3 times now, and it took like 30 minutes. So I've decided to just break it down into each individual subject that I talked about in that 30-minute video, so it'd be a little bit easier to follow and not quite as jumbled up and not quite as long. The first thing you beginning hunters, bow hunters need to take into account is tree stand safety. If you're going to be hunting from a tree stand, you need to be wearing a safety harness. And I know there's times when I don't wear mine. You know, do as I say, not as I do. There's tons of different harnesses out there, and I've got them here at my feet. You get these ones like this that come with tree stands. Most of the time this one just goes across your chest and buckles around your legs. These come with just about every tree stand that you're going to buy. So if you're going to buy a tree stand, you know you're going to get one of these with it. It's going to have this part that's going to go up to the tree. It's going to have a strap that's going to go around the tree and secure you to the tree. So kind of a mess, you know, kind of hard to get put on sometimes, and a little bit cumbersome, but overall they're a pretty good product, and they'll do the job if you fall out of your tree stand, of making sure that you're not going to hit the ground and making sure you're not going to get hurt. Another one I've got here is, this is a really good one that comes with tree stands. It comes with the Gorilla stand, and I've got it all jumbled up here. But this one comes with the Gorilla tree stands, and I've got a couple of these. These are really good harnesses made out of really good material, and that's one of the things you want to watch. You know, them other ones there, they come with almost every tree stand. They're a little bit cheap, a little bit cheaply made. This one here comes with Gorilla tree stands, and they are really good, really high quality, and pretty easy to use. They've got a kind of a speed buckle system on them, and they work out really well. Another thing you'll notice with this one is it's got this little pouch here on this. If you fall from a tree stand with a safety harness on, it can actually hurt you and kill you if you stay that way too long. It'll cut the circulation off in your legs. The part that goes around your legs will actually cut that main artery that goes up your leg, femoral artery, and it can actually cause some serious damage and even death. So you don't want to lay there too long. Some have a strap that goes under your butt. You can lift up on it, and it'll relieve the pressure on your legs. This one has a razor blade that goes with it. You can reach right up there, and you can cut that thing, and you can get yourself out. Which, it's a controlled fall at that point. You know, yes, you're still going to be falling 14, 15 feet, but it's a controlled fall. And I've jumped that high. I've jumped off of roofs of houses and stuff like that when I was a kid, and you may end up getting, you know, rolling an ankle or something like that, but it's sure a lot better than laying up there and getting the circulation off and eventually dying. But, and you may be able to get back to your ladder and then be able to slice this thing, or get to a limb and slice this thing. But it does come with a nice little safety measure there, and that's one of the things you want to keep in mind, is if you do fall, you need to get up. You need to get yourself up. So if you're going to pick a safety harness, pick one with some kind of safety system that'll help you either alleviate the pressure on your legs or to cut that. Now, the one I use all the time is this Hunter safety system right here, and this is the reason I like this thing. One, it's made out of good quality material. It's a vest. All I got to do is slip this thing on, and I'm good to go. It's got a good main buckle in the front, and right here for my legs, it has a hookup, just like the seat belt in your car, just like that. And I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to head to the woods. This one also has a safety deal on it, which I don't have on me right now, that slides under your butt, and you can just lift up, and it'll relieve the pressure on you. But I like this thing. This is one of their cheaper versions. This is the Tree Stalker. This thing was like 89 bucks, so 100 bucks to save your life. And you know, there are cheaper ones out there, and I've got a whole bunch of these. If you're in Southwest Missouri and you need one, hop by. You know, contact me. Come over to my house. I've got a whole bunch of them over here on the shelf from tree stands I bought in the past. I'll be happy to give you 1 or 2 of them. But this is what I hunt with because it's quick. It's easy to put on. All their straps are hidden. You know, it's just like wearing a vest. throw a shirt on over the top of this, jacket on over the top of this, and you're ready to hit the woods and you're ready to rock and roll. And what I've done is I've started taking my tree stand. I've got my D-loop, or I've got my belt. I got a belt from a bunch of these ones, and I put them in my permanent tree stands. And I take a good mountain climbing D-loop, and I put on the end of this a D-loop that will hold your weight. And I put on the end of this, and when I get to my tree stand, I just clip this thing right in, and I'm ready to go. I don't have to get there and put up anything special or do anything like that. Now I do, when I'm wearing my climber, I do go ahead and carry a strap with this and strap in when I'm wearing my climber. But you know, that makes it a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. So tree stand safety is very, very important, and it's something that could mean the difference between life and death, between going home to your family and never seeing them again. And we all know, you know, I'm self-employed. This is what I do for a living, and I have no insurance. So if I was to go out and get hurt, falling out of a tree stand, or killed, my family would be in a lot of serious financial trouble. And if I was to go out and get hurt and break my back, you know, we'd be in really dire straits because I don't have any insurance. So this is a very, very key part of my hunting gear, and it's very important that you guys put this on. So that covers tree stand safety. You know, always check your tree stand. When I climb up into my tree stand, I always put a foot on it and make sure before I just jump out into it and put all my weight onto it. So be sure to check it out. You know, make sure it's not gonna something hasn't broke or something hasn't given away. Another thing to keep in mind when you guys are out hunting is make sure someone knows your location. Because I've got several locations around here where my cell phone just plain doesn't work. So before I leave, my wife knows my location. She knows where I'm going to hunt. She knows how to get to the land. And she knows that if I'm not home within an hour, that, you know, after dark, or if I'm not home by noon and I haven't called, then something's up. So she knows that if it's been that long, she knows to get somebody and come out and look for me. So make sure someone knows where you're at, because just like this, if you fall out of your tree stand and you have this thing and it's pinching you and you can't get down for some reason, you're only going to be able to alleviate that pressure for so long, and eventually you'll want someone to come and help you and someone to come find you. So before you head out, make sure someone knows where you're going. Make sure they're familiar with where you're going to hunt. I've even went to the point of showing my wife maps on land that she's not familiar with and saying, all right, I'm going to hunt right here. You know, this is where I'm going to be, right here on this map. So she knows, and she knows the areas where I can and where I cannot get cell phone reception. So make sure someone knows exactly where you're at. If you're going into unfamiliar territory, have a GPS with you. If you don't have a GPS, have a compass and a map. If you need a map, you know, they're pretty easy to find maps, topographical maps, aerial photos on Google and stuff like that. So if you're going to go into an area that's really large or that you don't know very well, then get you a map, get you a GPS. If not, get you a compass. And when you leave the vehicle, look at that compass and know, okay, I'm headed north or I'm headed south or whatever. And that'll really help you to find your tree stand or to find your truck. Because I know I've been lost before on land that I know. So it's pretty easy to get turned around in the woods, and it's pretty easy to head the wrong direction. So those are just a few safety tips that I got for you guys, and be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to follow us up with this. Like I said, I'm going to make 2 or 3 of these today, and we'll put these out over the next couple weeks. But these are going to be good tips for you guys who are just brand new to hunting and brand new to bow hunting. So for more product reviews, how-to videos, you can check out our website, ikesoutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.